something. And what that is this automatic drip system. So I'm going to kind of take you step by step on how I made it and how it didn't cost me a thing. Alright guys, so check it out. This is what I'm doing. I'm making a self-watering system and I'm going to have you follow along with me. I've got this tubing that I got for free. My job was throwing it out. It was brand new. It's just something that they're not going to use, so I grabbed it right up and I'm putting it down each one of these 3 rows that I have packed full of stuff. And it's also going to be setting over top of these 3 containers here, and as you can see it'll just connect, and I'd already made that one and I'll show you how I'm going to make the next one, and they're just going to go down each one. Now I'm not even sure if this will work, but we're going to try. Okay, great. So I have the hose that's running down to the bed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of connect it onto here. Now I don't have connectors, so I have to kind of make my own. Like I said, I didn't want to buy anything for this. So what I'm going to do is I have these little things I use for bonsai actually. And I'm going to cut a hole in here and make a little connection. So here's my hole. Alright, I just made a little cut in there. You can kind of see it there. There we go. And so what I'm going to do is I have this old tubing that I actually used last year, but it was a little bit too small to sufficiently water all of my plants. So I'm just going to cut a couple of little pieces off like this, and I will stick one end in the hole that I just cut, and then the other end will go in here, and it will kind of make like a little T so that I can connect each piece. And as you can see, this is the finished product. Not sure how well it will work or if it's going to leak, but we will find out. And we're going to make actually little holders so that this will just kind of stay right here and it's not going to be moving around and falling off and ripping the plants out. Okay, and I have this one last one that I have to connect, so I'm going to go ahead and connect that really quickly, and then we'll just go ahead and move on to the next step. Okay, now for the holes. So we're going to cut a couple of holes going down the tubing, a couple here, a couple there. Uh, on the end, that's going to have like a little drip emitter. I'm actually going to make that. I'll show you how. I'm going to have holes just going down each one of these, 5 to 10 holes a piece. And I might, I can always add more holes later. So let me go ahead and add all those holes, and then we'll go on to the next step. We'll go up there and start adding some water. Okay, so what we're going to do for the last step before we add the water is we're just going to use some of this wire. It's not a very heavy gauge wire, but that's fine. It's just something that we need to hold the tubing there. So we're going to take it and just bend it around like that. Go, I'll kind of straighten that out a little bit, and I'm just going to poke it down into the dirt, put it over the tubing, and kind of wrap it around. Okay, and that's going to make it so that the tubing doesn't fall out all the time. And I can always add a couple of more if I think I need some more strength. And see, I can also move it up and down just a little bit if I need to. So now we just need to connect the bucket. Alright, so I grabbed a bucket that is quite dirty. I'll actually wash it out later. But what I have is I have the 5-gallon bucket, and then I have my soldering iron, and DOG is going to be helping me. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it to the side. I'm going to poke a hole in there that'll be big enough to fit this tube through, and we'll set it in there, and then we'll wash this all out really good, and then we'll put it on the porch. Okay, so we have it washed out, and then we have the, if you can get back here and look at it, we have the tubing connected. Alright, and it's going all the way down to all of the plants, and the pots or the raised beds, wherever. And as you can see, I have it stuck in here about 3/4 of an inch. And so let's go ahead and add this water and we will see if it's going to work or not. All right, we're down in the garden. Let's take a look. Okay, so I see that one is dripping. That's a good sign. And let's see, let's look for the drip here. Oh, I see it there. All right, great. That one is dripping well. And then there's water in the tube, so that's a good sign. Let's go ahead and come down here. See if we can find any of the little, I'm not sure, I only poked a few in each one of these to kind of start off, and I'll put more, there's a drip. I'll put more in as I see fit. All right, so as you can see, that one's emitting pretty well. And I got this little drip emitter. Okay, and I just took a piece of stick and I cut a slice down through the middle of it, and it's just allowing the water to seep through. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for watching Kate in the City. Please let me know what you think of this project, and I hope it works out. This is a lot of stuff that I have to water, and if I can just self-water it from up there, it's 10 times easier, 10 times better, and 10 times faster for me, which is always a plus. I don't like to spend my whole day watering when I could be weeding or tending to my plants. Uh, Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you have not already. Make sure that you ring that bell right down below, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching Kate in the City.